Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another What If Naruto was in the My Hero Academia universe. This is part 10, so if you haven't seen the previous parts, those will be in the description below. Go check them out. Also, my friend and I have created a channel that, we're taking fairly seriously. We're posting like 3-4 times a week, so if you want to go see that, description as well. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin part 10. When Mr. Aizawa brings in the big three, Deku notices one of the students and remembers that he was the guy that spooked him when he was taking out the trash. The three introduce themselves and the idea of the work studies. To get a better idea of the students' skills, Miro brings the class to the training grounds where Miro asks everyone to fight him. Naruto rushes out first, making shadow clones in order to distract him. Just as Naruto believes he has a shot, Miro slips underground. Like in canon, Miro is able to beat the class. However, Naruto is very determined. He taps into his Bijou form, and with Naruto's heightened speed, before Miro is able to go down, he is able to land a punch on Miro, sending him flying into a wall. The two students from the big three become shocked. Mr. Aizawa stops the match, and Miro and Naruto complement each other. Later that day, Deku realizes he needs to join a work study and calls Gran Torino. However, he sadly declines as he's working on a big project. Gran Torino brings up the point that he could do his study with All Might's sidekick, Sir Night-Eye. Deku asks All Might if he can introduce himself to Sir Night-Eye, but he declines. All Might summons Miro and asks if he can introduce Deku. He agrees and the two track off. Nothing changes in the battle, and Deku is still accepted. Later that day, Deku tells Naruto the news about his work study. Naruto calls Edshot in order to see if he can do a work study with him. Sadly, he declines as he's in the middle of an important assignment and won't be able to take him on, but however, has set something up with him. Later, Mr. Aizawa tells Naruto and Kirishima that Amajiki is looking for them both about the work studies. The two rush over, and before they know it, the two will be working with Fat Gum. The next day, Deku and Miro run into Eri, and everything happens like in canon. That night, Naruto can see that something is wrong with Deku, but doesn't bother him, as he can see that Deku wants to be alone. Some time passes, and it's time for Naruto and Kirishima to work with Fat Gum and Amajiki. When on patrol, Amajiki still gets shot, and when the guy starts running, Naruto zips over, and before he gets to use his enhancement drug, Naruto suppresses him. While tying him up, Naruto hears whispers about him being the guy that faced All for One. The crowd is very impressed. However, there are also those conspirators who believe that Naruto is connected to the Fox attack from way back, and that's how he got his power. Kirishima, hearing this, brings Naruto aside. Kirishima then notices the gun in which Amajiki was shot by. The two examine the gun and notice the different type of clip with a liquid type of ammo. They bring this information to Fat Gum, and the two are dismissed for the night. Some time passes, and Deku, Naruto, Kirishima, Uraraka, and Asui are all going to the meeting place. There, they are introduced to the problem at hand with the Shihazaki, and they're teaming with the League of Villains. Before they leave for home, Mr. Aizawa gives them the speech about trust and how he's got their back. And that ends the meeting. During the period in which the heroes were looking for the hideout, the students in the work studies began to feel depressed and distraught. However, before the class knew it, 2 days later, at 8 o'clock, it was go time. And that is going to wrap up part 10. I kept it a short one to, kind of build some suspense for part 11. So, yeah, be ready for that. That'll be coming out in about a week or so. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, hit the like button, all of that stuff. You guys already know the drill. And yeah, I'll see you next time with part 11.